Hey, it is Local Turlock. It is fire season. We have some scary, but also it's kind of impressive. I feel weird saying that, but it's cool to look at, even though it is real, it is serious, it is scary. They are evacuating Sonora and Jamestown. There's the Washington fire happening up there. You can find out about this on the Modesto Bee. Highway 108 is open in both directions, but Golf Links Road will remain closed from Jamestown Road to Highway 108. And so, check this out. There's this fire happening over near Stockton Road. This is the Washington fire in Sonora, California. And also in unrelated news, but also still fire news, there is a fire up in Stockton happening within the city. This is rare, and this is happening with our friends over at 209 Times. They report a lot of things happening in Stockton. Look at those billowing flames. Nothing to laugh about or take something to definitely take seriously, but I wanted to show you those just crazy photos of both the fire in Stockton and the fire happening up in Jamestown. So let's talk about things happening near and around you. The Turlock Scoops news and stories. There's news about how the Turlock City Council voted unanimously to transfer first-time home buyers funding to local nonprofit programs. Let's find out what that means for you. There is the We Care program, who is resuming weekly lunches after a hiatus due to the pandemic. There is the NPSL championship. We'll find out what that means. The Westside Ministries have qualified as finalists in the Hope Awards. We have information about some local businesses you want to catch up on. Let's see who we're discussing this week. We will be talking about JB and Sons Landscaping. They even serve Gustine, California, and Corey's Computer Repair. Let's talk about all these things, including even a COVID-19 update. We will get some screens organized and talk about what that means with that first-time home buyer program. This is reported by the Turlock Journal as the white-hot housing market takes its toll on those looking to purchase a house. The Turlock City Council voted to transition funds, which were at first meant for first-time home buyers, into more opportunities for local nonprofits. And they're doing an amendment for their 2021 through 2022 fiscal year annual action plan for the Community Development Block Grant Program. This doubles the amount of grant money made available to nonprofit organizations through a competitive application process for a total of $220,000. Now, here's what this public services grant program has done. They've assisted teen mother services, free food for low-income residents, cold weather shelter homeless services, gang prevention services. And this will leave the first-time home buyer program with a balance of $0. And this is due to the current housing market the way it is, the super high prices. You've seen how the housing prices are crazy around here. And so what's happening is that many individuals and families who are eligible for this first-time home buyer program, their income is such where they can qualify, but they can't afford the huge expensive house, so the program is useless. So they are putting the money to good use, and so what's happening is additional funding is expected to be available on or before November 1st and must be spent by June 30th. These grants must be for new programs, and the information about this is over on the City of Turlock Public Service Grants website and webpage. And if this kind of thing floats your boat, if you like jumping into fiscal years and application guidance, then this is your bread and butter, and just keeping you updated on some of the city budgetary issues as much as us lay people can follow them. Now, speaking of helping people out, there is a free program for the homeless, which if we can get into Modesto Bee around their paywall, let's see if that can happen. There is a thing called the We Care program. This resumed this month, serving weekly lunches and holding resource sharing meetings after having a pandemic hiatus. They began these in 2008 when they moved to South Broadway Street. CSU Stanislaus ran the CARES Resource Center at that location, and then the nonprofit took over running the meetings. They serve lunch on Mondays because there are fewer meal services in the area over the weekend. Now, finding resources has been challenging during the pandemic for many homeless residents. We're talking about, just access to bathrooms in general, right? If all the local businesses are closed, where is there to use the bathroom? You can't use the bathroom on the street. It's a serious situation. And what happens is that We Care aims to inform people of available resources such as CalFresh, Medi-Cal, and housing programs. And if you know someone who is homeless or low income or struggling in the area, then send them over to one of these We Care meetings, because they will give these presentations and tell you about these programs and tell you what can be done. And if the pandemic worsens, We Care may again pause these lunches and the community participation meetings. But for now, they will do increased sanitation, they will do masks, they will do social distancing. And here's what you need to know is that We Care hosts lunch and resource sharing meetings Mondays 11 a.m. and then support group meetings at noon at 213 South Broadway Avenue. Be there, be square. 213 South Broadway, Mondays 8 a.m. Let's talk about sports. I'm not much of a sports person myself, but you may be. We would not want to exclude you here. Academica SC are champions of the Golden Gate Conference after defeating San Francisco-based El Farolito last weekend. This earns Turlock, the semi-professional soccer team, their first National Premier Soccer League title. So if you were curious like me what the NPSL meant, that's the National Premier Soccer League. Academica joined the NPSL prior to the 2018 season. Team president Simon Betancourt compared the league to Major League Baseball's advanced Single A play. Just 3 years later, Academica's 2-0 victory over El Farolito in the GGC tournament final August 14th brought the team's first championship to Turlock following the NPSL's return to play series. Not sure what any of that meant, but you can find out all about what's been happening at their website, which is academicasc.com. And this is where you can keep up to date. They've got live streams, there's their schedules. Academica will attempt to repeat as GGC champions when the 2022 NPSL season gets underway in March. Academicasc.com to follow the local football happenings and triumphs. Let's talk about how Westside Ministries is a finalist in the Hope Awards. What is this? Well, they are looking to win some much needed funds to remodel their kitchen. They are one of 4 finalists. There is the 2021 World Magazine Hope Awards for Effective Compassion. There are many applicants on the West Coast, and Westside Ministries made it to the final round of voting. If they win, they get $10,000. So I'm hoping that we can circle back in a couple of weeks and tell you how this is going. The finalists were chosen because they best reflected the personalized, challenging, and gospel-centered work of effective compassion. All 4 are doing the quiet, persevering work of fighting poverty, one soul and one community at a time. So Westside Ministries serves many members of the community every day, and things were only accelerated during the pandemic. The updates to their kitchen will ensure they will be able to continue providing meals to all members of the community that may need their services. Now, how can you help? We'll tell you in just a second. I just want to tell you that Westside Ministries is handing out 150 USDA food boxes each week during the pandemic. They also utilize their own youth-produced food along with produce from local food banks and grocery stores to distribute their own food boxes to 500 families each quarter. They have a weekly dance class, a drop-off center where children can do homework and have fun in a safe environment. This is all good things. These are all things that you should know about in your local community. Now, how can you help? Glad you asked. The place to go is wng.org www.wng.org/2021 Hope Awards. We'll wait for that to load, and this is where you can cast your vote. You go to this page, wng.org/2021 Hope Awards, and we're looking for the Westside Food Literacy Program Badge. Westside Ministries. Where's the Food Literacy Program Badge? So here's the list of the finalists. Here's Westside Ministries. And how do we just vote for them? I don't see the link. I mean, if I can't find the link, I can't vote for them. So, if they're the finalists, how do I vote for them? Oh, I guess we can't figure it out. So anyway, at the very least, you can go to wng.org/2021 Hope Awards, and there's nothing to do other than to read about what they are doing and how things have been going. I don't see a place to vote. Maybe the voting has concluded, but this is good information as well. Westside Ministries Turlock, to see what's happening with the homework club we talked about. There's Wild Wednesdays, there's Dirt Club, Cups, Dance, and Music. So good to know that these things are happening. And the name sounds familiar. I don't know exactly how to get there. So let's see where they're located. I feel like I'm not a true Turlockian. They're at 952 Columbia Avenue in Turlock. Okay, so over by Columbia Avenue and West Avenue, but just down the street from the water park. That is Westside Ministries. Is there a picture of the outside, not just the inside? Maybe back where we were at, and we're spending too much time on just this one thing. See outside, that's what we wanted. So, Westside Ministries. There's the place to go. That's where they have the food bank and the safe place for kids in the area to do their homework safely and quietly. Now let's wrap up and wind down with a COVID-19 update. And this is something to be cautious about, something to stay up to date about. COVID-19 deaths and hospital cases in Stanislaus County both had their largest increases of the summer on Wednesday. 5 residents have died from the virus. This is a total of 1,100 since April 2020. 31 new patients in the county's 5 hospitals. That's 276 total. The figure had been in the 30s in mid-July, but is now approaching 300 plus. So if anyone tells you that things are not surging back up, we went from 30 to 300 since last winter's surge. So something to keep an eye on, something to be cautious about. And there are 238 positive tests Wednesday. The total is 64,000 and 750,000 negative test results. I think that part is good. I think that means we're testing a lot. And 61,000 who are recovered. Now let's talk about J&B Sons Landscaping. Do we have a link? I'm not sure if we do. I thought we did just now, but we will see if we can find their... So there's their Facebook page and there's their Yelp page. Let's dive in to J&B Sons Landscaping. Do you want to make your exterior lovely? J&B Sons Landscaping is the solution to your landscaping needs. J&B Sons Landscaping is a family-owned and operated business with 20 plus years of experience. Now, they offer services like garden design. We're talking about garden installation, irrigation installation, landscaping grading, resloping, lawn maintenance, sustainable landscaping, yard cleaning, and much more. J&B Sons designs what you desire. They are open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Their phone number should be on their Facebook page. You just search J&B Sons Landscaping, throw them a like, I just did, and then there's their phone number right there. There's their email address right there. They serve Turlock, they serve the Gustine area, monthly service, trimming edges, maintaining trees and shrubs, one-time cleanups, new fences and repairs, speaks Portuguese and Spanish. What more could you ask for from J&B Sons? So check out J&B Sons if you have any gardening, lawn maintenance, or landscaping needs. And let's also talk about Corey's Computer Repair. And I've seen this guy post on Facebook. I think he's a kind of just like a small operation, but that's okay. I think he just works out of his garage. This is Corey's Computer Repair Service at facebook.com/Corey's Computer Repair. Now, Corey has been helping family and friends with computer issues since the early 90s. In 2013, Corey decided to open his own computer repair shop, which is called Corey's Computer Repair. You can guarantee and feel confident that you are getting quality work for a reasonable price. I was hoping to see some photos of his setup or his area. So this is at 4503 Caperso Drive in Turlock. As we said, I believe it's a residential area. It is off of Springer, so it's near Springer, and so it's between Gear and Fossburg near Springer, and this is the place. So Corey's Computer Repair offers services including but not limited to desktop and laptop repair, virus and spyware removal, malware removal, data recovery, which means that, if your hard drive has crashed or is about to quit, he can work some magic and get your data back, and upgrades to increase overall speed. And because he's a residential and it might be difficult to find, my recommendation is you go to his Facebook page, you click on send message, you tell him your needs, he'll get to chatting with you, and then you can figure out how to locate his business and locate that garage where he is located. But it's good to know that there is someone local right here in town to help you with your computing needs. And speaking of things right here in town and local, our website is LocalTurlock.com. You can go to that website and stay up to date on how you can help the homeless, things happening in the Stanislaus school districts, about classes reopening with COVID positivity, about 60 new cases of COVID-19 in the Turlock Unified School District since school began, about the unemployment rate and testing program for the homeless, and so much more. The Dixie Fire, like we opened with, and it's California, it's summertime, so there's all kinds of fires happening all around. That's just how it is. Good to keep an eye on it. Luckily, we don't live too far off the beaten path here in Turlock, so we'll be okay. The sky might turn red again this year. We will see. LocalTurlock.com and Facebook.com/LocalTurlock is where you can participate. It's not really that much fun to go to our website and read some articles, but liking, commenting, and interacting, getting into arguments, seeing fun memes, this is a cool place to go. Facebook.com/LocalTurlock. We will see you there. LocalTurlock.com and Facebook.com/LocalTurlock. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you in September. Bye for now.